Thank you for watching another episode of Stone's Reviews. Our mission is to help you decide what to love making next. Today is a kit I got from Temu that I think is going to be really neat for me anyway. Hopefully it'll be neat for you too as I build it on camera here. It is a Lego compatible kit, so they are Lego sized bricks that are going to make the SDF-1, which is a Robotech ship. I don't know if you know what Robotech is. It was a cartoon that I really enjoyed as a kid. About a giant race of aliens that invade the Earth and have to be fought off. And part of that, they make this giant ship out of an alien craft that landed on the Earth, and they make that into a transformable ship. So it'll be really interesting to see if this thing is able to transform when I'm done. That'd be very neat. You can see it takes two very large books to put it together. It sure looks like it's supposed to transform. Be interesting to see if it's able to do that all together, if you have to take it apart some to make that happen. I'm not sure how many pieces this sucker was, but as you can see, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. I'm not even sure it's going to fit on camera by the time I'm done. Yeah, let's take a quick look and see. So up to 16 bags to make this sucker. Looks like it's made by a company called G-Star. Of course, as this is not a Lego kit, just Lego compatible, the biggest issue with those tends to be having all the parts. So it'll be, of course, and if you don't have a part and it's a non-Lego kit, getting a replacement part sometimes is quite impossible. It's one thing you gotta love about Lego is they are great about replacing things that are missing. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'll build this on camera so you can see how the build goes. And when it's all done, I'll give it a full review. Okay, I thought I would pause before starting bag 8 and just let you know how it's going. This has been an excellent build so far. There was one hitch that I will tell you about here momentarily, but the thing I was most concerned about with this fLego or fake Lego or alternate brick kit, whatever you want to call it, is with non-Lego bricks, the little bit that they are off, and they almost always are. I don't know if it's a 64th or 1/28th, whatever it is, but they're off just a little bit, and that inaccuracy compounds, especially when you build larger things. Like usually they can often get away with small builds because there might be a little bit of problem, but generally they're not off bad enough that they really end the build for you. So I was really concerned when I started building this, especially with as big as it's going to be. And this is my hand, so you can see this thing is massive so far, and it's just the legs. The thing I was most worried about was that, yeah, that little bit off would just make it almost impossible to build at some point. And so far, not the case. I mean, this is almost 12 inches tall already, and everything went well through there. Everything assembled, snapped together without any trouble. Like I said, it's been an exciting build, this SDF-1 Macross build. For a non-Lego kit. But the hitch I wanted to share with you, let's see if we can find it here, and this is very sturdy build. Here on the bottom, it might be hard to see, let me turn a light on here. There we go. See, this pin is red instead of yellow because it was missing the yellow pin. And so I had to go into my extra stuff that I've got just for building kits to replace that. So, and the biggest problem with non-Lego kits, besides that little bit of being off, is being able to get a replacement. So right now it wasn't part of the structure, so it was just a cosmetic, so it didn't affect as far as the build goes. So I'm going to keep on building. Oh, there it is. It's finally done. The SDF-1. I think this was the funnest thing I've ever built. It's obviously huge. It stands at 27 inches tall. It is very well made. It's very stiff construction for as large as it is. And it would have to be, because otherwise it would just fall apart from the sheer weight. The only thing I made a change on was there are these little cannons here that were located on the inside of the shoulder piece. I'm going to slide this forward like so, and then these come down. And if you watch the anime ever, you know that the gun can fire in this configuration, and often did in the show. It also fired from above, like I just had it, but it doesn't come all the way down there like that well enough if you have these in place. So I took them off. But it's got these nice little lights here to make it look like it's going to fire, and it would charge up. It actually, in between here, you would see the thing develop, and it would shoot from there. It does transform, which I will have a little video of here shortly. You know, it's so nice that these heavy arms can move, and it doesn't fall over. Of course, they are so heavy they're a little hard to hold in place there, but I don't fault them too much against that, because it's a very heavy construction. I mean, I think things like on the order of like 9 pounds or so. It's a lot of bricks, over 4,000. It took me about a week, a couple hours a day to put a couple bags together. It looks, I think, much like the anime's version did. I mean, they did a very fine job, I think, in adapting the bricks to look like that particular device or machine. I love it. The only thing I've got to think of now is how I'm going to mount it in my house somewhere, probably by my bed, honestly, because I just love it so much. I'm definitely not going to take it apart again. I'm just going to leave it up, and it's going to be gracing the side of my bed somehow. I just got to figure out a good way to get it fastened onto the wall there. With this construction anyway, it was great. Things that didn't hold together very well maybe were built in and around so much they're not going to fall apart anyway. So yeah, obviously the fake Lego stuff, the fLego kits, they never feel exactly like Lego going together or in your hand. They're always a little different, either in how thick they feel or how hard they feel. And this is no different from that, but like I said, it went together very well, and I didn't have pieces that just kept crumbling over and over again or anything like that. It was a fun assembly all the entire way. Absolutely. It was a real joy. Alright, and let's just see. The one thing I keep doing is kind of over-torquing this one on the back side. It'll come to a little part there if I don't do it very carefully. Because if you overdo it, and that's a lot of torque on something, then we'll have a problem. These rotate in like that. So I showed you the arms move, both in the kind of an elbow joint and in the shoulder joint. The feet they can spread out a little bit, so they do have a little bit of joints here on the foot, but they don't have a knee really. In the hip joints here, they actually had them pieces so that they would rotate almost like this, but then you build bricks all the way around them so that they can't do this. I'm not sure why they bothered, other than just for support, I guess. Let's look at the back side real quick here. You got these little rockets there, which are very nice. This actually moves up and down, so you can transform him. And you've got all these cannons that they put all over the place, which is great, on the back side and front side. And in space, you have 3 dimensions of avenues for attack, so I think that's great. So it's not just a front-on attack or back attack. You're going to have from above and below and things like that, and you've got guns that can cover all those angles. I did find this on Temu. It was not real cheap. I want to say I paid nearly $100 for it, but I used the Temu app's little tricks and trades and actually got it about $100 off as well. 4,000 bricks. And we're going to transform it for you here. It does transform into the giant robot that you would see in the cartoon or the anime, and let's see if we can make that happen for you. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is stand it up. shove it back here a little bit. Oh, okay, so these slide open to the side. There we go. And then these rotate. And then we're just going to turn it around here. These little doors open up. And this slides down. It's a little tricky. There we go. And then once that's slid down, this rotates just like that. Now you've got his head. For his arms. Oops. Oopsie here. Yeah, there we go. Peeled off a little bit there, but that's alright. For his arms, you rotate them up. And then let them roll down. And then these little things drop into place. And we do the other side here. Rotate it up. And then roll it down. There we go. The arms do pivot at the elbow joints very nicely. These can rotate down. And these rotate around as well. Let's go around this way. And go like that. And then these go down to firing position. Okay. All right. So there's the transformation. Like I said, it goes pretty well. Transforming back, there's a part on the back there that sometimes this little guy, as you're raising him up, can get a little stuck there and might come apart a little bit that you got to put back together, but it's not too bad. Alright, well, so now you've seen the entirety of the SDF-1. Like I said, a great build, great Temu find. I love Robotech. It's one of my favorite cartoons ever. And I gotta find some way to get this guy anchored to the wall in my bedroom next to my bed, I think. I'm so excited about it. I had so much fun with it. We'll try to put it with some pictures from the anime, so you can see how it compares to the, quote, real thing. Oh, I almost forgot. These guys rotate up. Alright, there we go. Now we're transformed. I finally got around to writing an outro to give you plenty of time to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks again to those of you who have already subscribed, and one of you will have the good luck to be my first paid tier patron on Patreon. If you subscribe today, for $3 a month, you get access to my videos without having to watch ads. Thank you in advance.